Welcome back to Ordinal Revolution. My name is Shizzy. On this channel, we cover the entire Ordinals ecosystem. What is up, guys? We have an amazing show for you guys today. We have Ryder. They're a hardware wallet. They're potentially going to integrate Ordinal. So, yes, we're finally going to have an Ordinal type of wallet for us. They also do many other changes as well. We're going to get into all of that. It's going to be an amazing show for something much needed in this space. When we heard them talk about Ordinals and hardware wallet and no seed phrase, it just got us so excited. We had to reach out to them. So we're bringing that show to you guys today. So without further ado, let's get this thing started. Let me bring in my partner, as always, Mr. Yagobi. What's up, buddy?
What is up, man? What's up? What's up?
So we got Ryder today, something that we were trying to get for a while, man. We're so excited to have them here. They had the Ryder company, and then they had the Ryder One, which is the hardware wallet.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm excited about it. For their plans to integrate ordinals into it. I think that people in the space that have been in the ordinal space, or even just Bitcoin layer one assets, right? I think that's really what this is all about: Bitcoin layer one assets and securing those, right?
Yeah.
Because they're just increasing in value as more people are learning about them. And so, we definitely need an option, and I'm excited to learn more about it. The seed phrase part, I definitely want to learn more about, right? Because not having to use that just intrigues me and scares me.
Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah. I'm definitely excited too. The seed phrase part, exactly same boat. It kind of scares me because it's what we're used to. It's what we do every single day, So, but I'm actually really excited because if it can be done and it can be done right and secured, this could be insane, dude. This could be game changing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, people lose their seed phrase, right? And so if there's a way to do it through biometrics or whatever, however they do, they're going to explain that. I'm excited to hear what the option is for that.
Okay, so without further ado, let's bring them in. Bring in Julien. We'll bring in Louis. How you guys doing today?
Hey, great. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Really appreciate you guys being here. Before we get started, I just want to ask you guys about your backgrounds. We'll start with Louis first. Just your background, maybe before crypto, and kind of lead us up to your crypto journey.
Yeah, before crypto, I worked for various startups in the US, Asia, and Europe. I was a data analyst at some point. I also became a business analyst for a software architect company. I always knew I wanted to go into crypto in 2016. And in 2018, I actually joined Blockstack. I don't know if you guys know, it's currently called Stacks. It's a layer 2 on Bitcoin that builds app and smart contracts. I spent 4 years of my career there, and then I've focused mostly on the token and infrastructure layer. So how do you actually incentivize the right behavior with tokens to have that network effect? So that's kind of like my work for the past 4 years. And then, after that, we founded Ryder.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And must feel kind of, I guess, rewarding now that even Stacks, the whole Bitcoin ecosystem is getting a lot more attention. Finally, you're probably for 4 years, when is this going to happen? When is this going to happen? But
yeah, because I work on the community side of things, and that was the moment that I knew my job is kind of done. Stacks was the #1 Web3 project in Bitcoin in terms of developer traction. It's time for me to move on to work on things that I'm very passionate about, which is self-custody. And that's how we found Julien as well.
Awesome. That's perfect segue.
We can explain better story, actually, how we met.
Yeah.
You want to run into it?
Yeah. Let's get into it, Julien. So what about you? What your background before crypto and how you came into the company?
I worked in consumer electronics for 7 years. So I was making products, hardware product in Hong Kong and Shenzhen, spending half my time between Hong Kong and Shenzhen, basically. So what I mean by that is going from the concept phase to mass production. So the entire process from bringing an idea to a product that you can touch, you can use. So I did that for 7 years. Shipped around 250K units of products worldwide with several companies. And so basically I just learned how all the mistakes we should avoid when designing a product, because I did a lot, and the consequences was to spend a lot of time in the manufacturing line to fix these. So it was quite painful. So now with Ryder, at least I had my learnings. So now with Ryder, we can move fast and really well on these things. And after Hong Kong, I moved to Singapore. Actually, I moved to Singapore I worked with a space and telecommunication company. So it was more like a B2B hardware, like very deep tech hardware kind of thing. So my background is mostly hardware focused, and so then if I want to make the transition about Ryder, so what happened is last year I wanted to do my own hardware company, and the reason being is that I remember using my ledger. I'm not sure if I should mention ledger, but Hardwarewallet. I was using my Hardwarewallet, and I was feeling very disappointed because I bought my first hardware wallet in 2017, and last year I used again to secure some of my assets anyway. And I was thinking, how come since 2017 to today, this product didn't change? It's still so stressful to secure my asset, particularly about the seed phrase thing. I said, okay, how come 5 years later I'm still worried about my seed phrase? And it's complicated. So when I realized, okay, there's nothing moving forward in this product category, it's still very difficult to move to self custody. So when I said, okay, let's start my own company, I had many ideas for that. And on my way to start my own company, I met Louise and Marvin, and we had the same ideas. Actually, it was very strange. We had exactly the same direction of products. And so then I said, okay, let's join forces. Why doing two separate companies? And back then, actually, Louise and Ryder already raised the funds, and it was a bit more. They already started the company, so I joined Ryder Yogo to join forces, and hopefully make self custody easier and more secure for everyone.
I love it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's an awesome story of how you came about there. So you got like the growth marketing side, you got the product specialist that brings the products to market, and then seems like a good team. What made you guys kind of I guess I would say Louis, because you sound like you're part of like the beginnings of this, you're a co-founder. What made you, I guess, what pain point did you see that was glaring for you guys to start Ryder?
Yeah, I think it's the same with Julien, right? I think it's the same for everybody else. I've been in this space for so long. If I remember my first journey, okay, 2016, 2017, the bull run was there. Of course, you're gonna buy a hardware wallet somehow because you have a lot of funds. And then I bought it, but I never installed it. That's number one. And then I installed it after like the bull market, right? Okay, that's the number one reason. And the next reason is I'm so puzzled. Like, why do I own 8 hardware wallets? Why is my seed phrase split among America? Like, I live in Amsterdam, my mom lives in LA, I'm from the Philippines, and my seed phrases are split all over these geographic locations. Isn't that bizarre? And now you take the same context, and if you put it from like a normal consumer standpoint, do you think my friends and family will do the same thing? They wouldn't. So for us, it was always, okay, I work on the protocol level for years. We did great, Stacks #1 Web3 project on Bitcoin. But then for me, I was always curious. I always try to question things, right? Why, after being in the protocol level for years, why do we only have 2,000 users? Why does the biggest protocols out there only had 300,000 users? 400. Okay, Solana has like probably 300 to 400K active addresses, and the market cap is insane. Now, if you took the same market cap, you put it in Web2, it wouldn't even compare in the number of users. So for me, it was so hard to grasp it. And I think there was a certain, what do you call this? Like us crypto builders, we focus on the wrong things. And Julien made us realize it. He was saying, but if you look at crypto from the outside, it seems like crypto guys just build product for crypto guys. You build features after features, and you don't really get product market fit. So it's nice that somebody like from what traditional Web2 or like hardware consumer comes to Web3, and they can see, you need to stop all this like counting all the BS metrics and just focus on what matters. Build a solution that focuses on the real problem to achieve product market fit.
Yeah.
So for us, that was like the catalyst for it.
I love it. So let's get right into it. Like, what is Ryder One, and why does it separate itself from all the other hardware wallets?
I wouldn't separate it. I think it's an evolution of Hardwarewallet. So Ryder is the first hardware wallet that combines 3 things, right? So it combined security, and then you have the simple setup and easy recovery. That's pretty much it in a nutshell.
Awesome.
I don't know. Maybe Julien wants to add another highlight for it. Like, because all of us on the team have different pitch for it, right? That's my pitch from like a
I don't
growth
know.
standpoint.
Yeah.
I think it's a good summary in one sentence. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I would say this is the first wallet that you feel excited about when you use it, and particularly during the onboarding. So at least you are welcome with a proper device, secure device, and easy to set up and back up in a minute. In contrary to the experience that you have today with wallets, just imagine the experience that new users have, right? So they are super excited to secure their assets. They open the box and they see a piece of paper, and they are being asked to write 24 words on a piece of paper. And then they don't know what to do with it. And they said, if anyone gets it, they can do whatever they want with my assets. So just in terms of experience, the feeling was so not good, right? So now I think Ryder One is the first wallet that removes this feeling, this stressful feeling, this worrisome feeling, and instead we replace it with really exciting feeling. You just do your setup in a minute, super secure, it's done, and then you can move forward. So I think this is actually what we aimed here. Yeah.
Nice. I'm a digital marketer, so I am a part of that growth, industry by trade. That's what I do. So, the pain point that Julien brought up in terms of like, why hasn't the ledger changed, or the hardware wallet, let's call it, hasn't changed over, a span of like 4 years, is so true, because my brother has one and I have one, and it just hasn't been any evolution with it. You highlighted the ease of being able to, access it again. What does Ryder use for that, to avoid the seed phrase and going through all that process?
Louise, you want to reply or should I replay?
I mean, we can both jump on it. I think you can go first and I'll follow.
Yeah, let's go start with Julien.
So when you're gonna open the box of Ryder One, you will see the device, the Ryder One, and next to it, you will see what we call a recovery tag. So little tag, actually a little RFID tag. Actually, I have one I can show you if you want. It's a very tiny tag. So it's a very secure little chip that is inside, battery free, super resistant to dust and water, and can retain data for over 25 years. And basically what we ask the user to do is, when you create your wallet with your Ryder One, with wallets, we just ask the user to tap on this little recovery tag, to tap on their phone using the Ryder app, and that's all. It's backed up. So now you can just have this little tag. You can put it anywhere. You don't need to be crazy worried if someone gets it, because if, let's say, a hacker gets this little recovery tag and they manage to find the data inside it, they cannot do anything with it. It's totally fine with that. So now you have, in a minute, you are backed up. You have this tag. You put it somewhere safe, and you are done. You are good to go. And so this is the unboxing experience. This is the first to set up everything in a minute. But what we did actually in extra to give even more possibilities to backup, you can add more recovery tag later. So let's say you have your recovery tag, you're happy about it, but maybe some people, they want to have even more options. They say, okay, I want to have a backup in this country, at this place. So at any time later, let's say a year later, you can buy more recovery tag. You can also have your own RFID tag if you want, and you can create more backups. So you have also this redundancy that you can create for your backups. At any point, you can create more backups. So it's also one of the flexibility that we give to give even more scenarios of backup if you lose your device. And the last layer that we provide that is optional, also completely offline, is the social recovery aspect of Ryder One. So now let's say you also want to have your friends and family as backups, just in case if the worst scenario, you lose everything, use your phone, your wallets, your recovery tags, and everything. So you can even have your friends and family as backups. And it's completely offline and self-custodial. It's not there's no custody at all for this type of things, just by using your friend's phone. So you can just use Ryder One, you tap on your friend's phone, and you can create backups on their phones. You can store backups on their phone. So these 3 layers, basically 3 years of backups for different scenarios.
Gotcha.
So what's stopping that friend from taking my stuff if we get into an argument or something? I need the physical Ryder One.
So they won't be able to do anything. So that's why we are using a weighted secret sharing algorithm. So For friends, if you want to back up with your friends, you need at least 4 friends, and
Okay.
it's offline. So it means they need to meet up,
Gotcha.
and they need
Okay.
to use the Ryder One as well. So it's a bit, there's some friction,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's
Yeah.
4 friends minimum.
It's a
Yeah.
verification process that you have to go through for that process if you get to that stage.
Yeah.
Right. So a friend can't just show up and say, "Hey, I'm so and so, and he's in the hospital or something." Right. So
Yeah.
there's so the two things that you have to start. Right. You have to have the tag and then the phone with the app. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I actually really like this because I mean, what's the difference between you storing a tag and a piece of paper with your seed phrase, except
Yeah.
for the tag is way more convenient? Is that where you kind of were going with this, Louis?
Yeah, you're definitely right. Because remember, okay, if you have the seed phrase, what's more complicated is the sequencing, right? You have to actually input these words in the same chronological order. And if you did a mistake on that part, that's actually very hard. So the difference between seed phrases and what we call tap safe recovery in Ryder, you don't have to remember the chronological order, right? You just need two things: the mobile application on your phone and the recovery tag. That's it. Super simple.
Yeah. So it's basically built-in multi-sig, right? So it's multi-sig without, you give
So it's
4
not
friends and.
it's not exactly multi-sig, because at the end of the day, you can only use your Ryder One to sign. You don't need your
Okay.
recovery tag or anything. You can just use
Yeah.
your Hardwarewallet to sign.
Yeah. So you can just, you just need your router one, like what Julian said. I think there's like a big, so I'm going to address the big elephant in the room. So if you look at critics out there, the first thing they said, why would I trust my friends with the fonts, right? That's like usually one of the biggest questions that we have, but it's optional, right? So for us, you are still like the sole owner of everything, right? You delegate your trust to your trusted network devices. And then for us, security is different for everyone. It's going to be different for Shizzy. It's different for Yagobi. It's different for Julien. I'm a normal person. I trust my parents, so I give them my seed phrase. So for me, I always think of that scenario. Okay, if Julien is a security maxi, then meaning he would want to buy more recovery tags because for him, he trusts himself, right? Maybe Yagobi doesn't have any friends as well. So he's going to buy multiple recovery tags, maximum security, multiple location. But for me, or maybe Shizzy, we're like, I'm a normal user. So for me, I would love to give my backup to my mom to a simple mobile application, right? I text a few friends of mine. I'm like, oh, mate, I'm going to your place. Then I just give him one backup, right? Then another one with 2 friends. And I didn't say it, Vitalik said it. Vitalik always said it's easier to attack a single person than 4 friends colluding to attack you.
That's smart. Yeah.
That's true. And this will also work out for the people that might be, older and might be going through health problems and they want to leave something easy to their kids or something instead of, these seed phrases that their kids are going to have to go through files and all this stuff. And then it's like a treasure hunt for the kids, And so,
Yeah. Actually, we
so
have in our roadmap, we had this, we discussed about that. What is the name again of this?
Smart wallet?
Sorry?
Smart wallet? Is it smart wallet or
No,
asset
but-
inheritance?
Inheritance, yeah, the inheritance feature. So it's something also we could do. So it's in our plan also to have to release also a feature like that. So because technically we have everything technically to do that also with inheritance. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things that really popped out to Shizzy and myself about Ryder was the fact that, there was rumblings about, Ryder possibly supporting the ordinal space and Bitcoin layer 1 assets. As of today, what digital assets do you guys support in terms of, I guess you can talk about like just chains that you guys support right now?
Yeah, so I work on the protocol level for years, and for me, it's all about chain sequencing, which are the biggest protocols out there, has the biggest community, brand value, and liquidity. And of course, number one is Bitcoin. So that's our top priority. And then it's like a trickle down effect. So if you look at Bitcoin and its ecosystem, there's definitely a good traction on ordinals. That's why we made an announcement that we're going to support it. So that's like in our pipeline, aside from ordinals and all things Bitcoin, because it's the coolest thing in crypto town at the moment. We're also going to integrate the biggest L1s, such as, of course, Ethereum is there, Polygon, and Solana. Those are like the big ones in our top priorities at the moment. And then from then on, if there's a layer 2 somewhere that pops out that has a big community, then we'll integrate it based from the request, right? Like if Yagobi and Shizzy told me, yo, there's a big new layer 2 on Bitcoin that's like has 100,000 community members, they would love to get Ryder integrated. We're more than happy to take a look at it. But upon launch, those are like the biggest protocols that we're going to integrate.
Yeah, actually, we are gonna release. We had many people asking this question, and we are gonna release a page, assets page, where you have all the full list of assets that will be available. So of course, because we are supporting so many blockchain that of course it's gonna be 1,000+ coins and tokens, but we are gonna put a full list. And another thing is, of course, we will actively be listening, of course, to the feedback of people. So if we see a very strong request for a very specific coins or token, we can of course do firmware updates later also with Ryder One. So of course the device will keep evolving and keep having updates and support more and more things over time. Yeah,
sounds great. So I'm on the website now, and you guys have a really cool video. Maybe I can share that really quick, and then we can kind of talk about that if you don't mind. So this is the video. Real quick, sorry. Make sure I have the audio. All right, here we go.
Super simple. Super secure.
Super strong.
Super simple.
There's more.
I love it. I
What do
love
you
it,
guys
guys. Absolutely love it. That's so cool.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that was like an Apple production, like the
so
level,
good.
quality level of that commercial, man. That was, you guys killed it. You guys nailed it with that commercial. I loved also seeing the ninjas in the background.
Yes,
The,
right. I mean,
yeah,
I told you, mate. I told you we're like a little, you know, what do you call this? We're like, we have like Easter eggs for you guys.
yeah. I love the size of this,
I
man.
know.
So, like from an engineering perspective, Julien, was it hard to get that size of the ledger down that small? Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah, you're me, buddy.
Oh, oops. Yeah, of course it was not easy at all. And I mean, I could talk hours about these things, so it's difficult for me to not explain all the complexity, to not be into details. But of course, when you make hardware small and compact, of course you bring some challenges, right? But we were aware about the trade-off in terms of difficulties, and we thought it was worth it to make something small and easy to carry, and that we like also to take in our hands. And the result is really good. So yeah, actually I have one here with some wires because we are programming the firmware. but I have one here. So actually, you can even see the back, some electronics, actually the charging coil and stuff on the back. And I have a recovery tag actually that is here. So I have one recovery tag here. So it's pretty nice,
That's
pretty cool.
awesome.
You see, you can even put in the washing machine, no problem. You just do it.
That's the craziest part was when he dropped it in the glass of water. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah. I mean, you can. I mean, of course, we don't want our users to do that, but if you want, you can. Do that. But,
you don't suggest it. Yeah.
I
we
think
wanted
it's
to
good
make,
UGC when you do like go on, you know how they make UGC content these days.
Yeah.
Like go out there and tell them, yeah, like durability test for hardware wallets. You drop everything in the water, and of course, Ryder still works, among others.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, of course, we don't want you guys to like you drop some water and then your wallet is done. Right? We think it's important to have at least for this, because it's a very important device, right? So we want to make sure it's durable. It's
Exactly. I love that. I want to watch that commercial again after the show, just because it's like it like hyped me up. It was like, man, these guys are like on that Apple product level. I think honestly, with the size of it, the sleekness, the interaction with the phone, it's the perfect evolution coming from a traditional hardware wallet. So, do you guys? So, has this launched, or is there a launch date set for this, or what's that look like? Louis,
yeah.
So go for it. So the pre-order is happening now. So if you guys want to pre-order, especially the Ordinals community, you could just go, oh, we have sales for like the past few days, which is great. So you can just go to Kickstarter. There's currently a discount that's happening. Go pledge. And then Julien can talk more about the shipping.
Yeah, so the shipment, our target is to start the shipment in April. So this is our target. Again, so we are a new company, so this is gonna be our first batch. So we have done products in this category, in this nature, in the past. So that's why we can plan these targets. We will try to keep it, of course. And April. April is I think a really good target for us to do our first shipments.
So if I've pledged today, potentially I could have this by April.
Yes, of course. And then you can invite us again on the same podcast, and you can actually do an unboxing to the Ordinals community.
Let's do it, dude.
Yeah,
we will. So we plan to do a monthly update. Actually, I will do that. I will do it where I will explain everything that happened during the last 30 days. And of course, we are going to be very, very transparent, even in the manufacturing line, the assembly, what's going on. So if delay there is, you will be 100% transparent about what we are doing, what we are improving, things that we are not sure, etc. But so far so good. I mean, I think we did a really good job to really make a product that is at least with a manufacturer. They confirm that we can manufacture it. So this is a really good stage. A lot of higher products, startups know what they do. They make a prototype. They think, okay, the prototype works. Let's do manufacturing. And then they reach out to manufacturer, and the manufacturer said to them, sorry guys, it's not possible to do. This is too complicated. This is too complicated. So with us, we started to work with the manufacturer from day one. Okay? So
smart.
So it's at least we know they know exactly what we need to do. Yes, the prototype is made by them also. So we worked with them very, very closely. So it's so yeah. I mean, I'm very confident. Let's see. I'm very excited this next few months. So it's gonna be an exciting time for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just to add to what Julien said, because I think Julien's standpoint in Web3 is very special, because let's be honest, out there, you don't really see how hardware wallets are made, right? So for us, I think it's a brilliant strategy to go on Kickstarter in terms of GTM, because then for you, if you back Shizzy and Yagobi, you can actually see, okay, how do they actually build products from the ground up all the way to manufacturing? And I think it's such like a niche base, and nobody know what's like, okay, how do they actually source the chips, the components, what kind of testing goes into it? And if you're securing your asset into something like a hardware wallet, you would want to know how it's made. So you're going to see how we actually build it from the ground up this coming months. I think it's pretty exciting from a consumer standpoint.
Yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Awesome. So I'm sure you guys have heard about, there was news, I think last year about, a possible backdoor that people found out going through some of these other hardware wallet companies. Is that something that you guys have focused on in making sure that, hey, look, there's no way for entities outside to be able to backdoor this product?
Are you talking about ledger recover with a backdoor,
Yeah.
like right?
Mhm.
I mean, the ledger recover. I mean, yeah, it was such a strange move. They should have done a separate product, you know. But so the way we worked on our firmware, so we worked with a secure element chip manufacturer, the supplier of a secure element chip, which is a German-made secure element chip, and we worked actually on the software So okay, let me try to simplify. But you have software inside the chip, and the way the software works enables us to make no mistakes in terms of developing our firmware on top of it. So basically, they gave us the keys to use these security features, but we cannot do anything wrong about it. So we cannot even us, we won't be able to do, okay, I want the security chip to do something different, to export the private key. We won't even be able to do that ourselves because the supplier, the German-made chip, will make this layer of software for us to use, and we won't be able even to change it. So I think it's something that we can explain also to our community, that our software will be extremely secure in that sense. We won't be able to update the entire stack and make things move. So it's going to be very, very nice.
Gotcha.
Um,
So
and
you
yeah.
intentionally limited your permissions of the for the access of the keys. You
Yeah.
intentionally set that limitation strong there.
Yeah. So it's like basically doing like, you call a function, you say, I want to sign this transaction, and that's it. But you won't be able to change the code that sign, in the
Gotcha.
chip. So that we made it for two purposes. So of course, for us, it's easier because we don't want to develop the full stack. We don't want to do all this work, which is very difficult. And the chip manufacturers, supplier, they know this much better than us. And the second thing is we don't want to mess up. We don't want to mess up on our code.
Yeah.
We don't want to do any errors there. So we want to make sure that the code is extremely safe and secure from day one. And so this we can ensure it doing this way.
Makes sense.
Sounds great. So I have a question for Louis. So let's just say everything goes successful. This launch goes amazing. Everything looks good. Where do you see Ryder in 2 years from now? Do you guys have multiple products? Do you guys have like big businesses? Are you guys going to have your own type of exchange? Anything like that you kind of see in the next 2 years from you guys?
Yeah, so we talk about it a lot internally, what's like the bigger vision for Ryder like in the future. So Julien also can chime in later, but for me, it's always okay, how do you actually bring on-chain assets to the real world? That's like for me such a big thing, right? Because for us, I told you in the beginning, I think in order for Web3 to flourish, you would want to encourage productivity of assets, right? And there's various ways to implement it. So for example, in our roadmap, we have this thing called Smart Wallet. Julien actually made a good, really example. So what if you're able to, you have your phone, you have your Ryder, I tap this one to my phone, and then I actually says, okay, I want to limit my spending on like 5,000 USDC, right? And then I just tap it on my phone, and then you use your phone, you go to like Solana Pay, and then you just pay it. So that kind of features is something that we're like talking about down the line, but of course we don't know how that it looks like yet. I think POAP is also super interesting. Imagine you have your ninjas on this Hardwarewallet, and then I go to like an Ordinal Revolution party, I just tap it as a POAP. I think that's also a cool feature down the line. So anything that actually increases utility for digital assets in the real world is the main mission of Ryder. And that's what you can expect in like the next 2 years. We have a product lineup as well that's already coming. Julien can talk more about it.
Yeah. I mean, of course, so actually there's two roadmaps. Actually, we have hardware and software. The hardware, it was very, very important that we confirm it before Ryder One, because depending of the component you use, the type of design that you do, you can't just do one product and then think of the others later, because you need a product lineup, with different price category, I would say. So we have our lineup. We know what we can do in the next 3 years. This we are very clear on that. I would just say that Ryder One is the most high-end product, I would say. Because we want to make cryptocurrency accessible to everyone. So the trend will be more to go towards a product that is towards the cheaper products kind of thing, but the security will still be the same for all our product lineup. So This is something we didn't want to do. We don't want to have our cheaper product to be less secure than the most expensive one. So this is going to be the same security. And in terms of software, software release, again, we want to make crypto accessible to everyone. So the next step is to make also a on and off ramp. Also, to buy from fiat to cryptocurrencies directly from the Ryder app. I think something that will help a lot. So you buy your Ryder One, and you can buy Bitcoins directly from the app, using your credit card or something like that. I think can be a good step. And what excites me is what said Louise also about this multi-sig. I think it can be something really good. So again, I don't think that using signing with your Ryder One or higher rates always, even for $50, is worth it to sign just for $50. I think multi-sig is a really good solution for that. So you could do your limits. You could say I $500 limit daily. I just need the app. But if I need to spend more, I need to use my Ryder One, my Hardwarewallet, to sign it. I think something that can be really nice also. But it will come later. We need to listen also to our users and to iterate upon that. So we first release our first batch of hardware. It's going to be a lot of work, and then we can iterate on the software and develop more software products.
Yeah, I love that idea. I love that idea of like if I can put a whole Bitcoin on there and say, hey, I only want to spend 0.1 until I say differently. That is amazing. That's actually a game changer, I believe. So that way you're safe up to about whatever you say. So in that case, 0.1.
Yeah.
So
that's it. Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last question, Yago?
No, I was just gonna say that I feel like this is definitely like the natural evolution of the wallet technology and product. So I'm glad that it's happening at a time when Bitcoin ecosystem and ordinals are thriving, because I do think that you guys are gonna have a lot of Bitcoin layer 2 requests in the next year and a half. From just our research that we do, there's going to be a ton, as it's going to be one of the main focuses for the run up.
Sure.
Nice. Okay. We take notes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is part of the show where we kind of give you guys a stage to talk to our community. Obviously, you guys expressed a lot of stuff, but if there's anything that you left out that you want to throw in here, this is the time.
Yeah.
Let's start with Louis.
Yeah, just to clarify, seed phrases are optional as well at Ryder. I think I just want to put it out there because these are like legacy systems. Shout out to Trezor for actually inventing this thing. I think they did a great job. So for us, okay, how do you actually work with existing wallet, right? So you can actually import your seed phrase and make it work with tap safe recovery. So you can use it with Ryder and then back it up as well. Just to clarify, because I know they're going to have a lot of questions on it. So I want to put it as my end note. And then if you're super interested, you want to come and join us in this journey, the best thing that you can do now is go to Ryder.id, press that button, pre-order. There's a discount there. And yeah, more than happy to have you in our community. That's pretty much my closing thoughts.
Louise, we forgot to mention an important point about the recovery method also, that we want to make it, the protocol is going to be open source.
Oh yeah,
because
shout out to Julien. Thank you.
We need to add it to our marketing. Actually, we completely forgot. I mean, it's so bad. I mean, now we realize because so many people ask us, is it open source? Say yes. Sorry, I had the call.
It's okay.
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, the open source actually is very important, of course, and it's something that we are gonna do for the recovery method that we have. So I think Marvin, our CTO, has a really good sentence. He said we don't want people to end up on islands. We want to create bridges. So the similar at Trezor with seed phrases, we are going to open source this protocol, and we want, of course, a lot of other people, other companies, other entities to use this protocol. So it's very important for us, of course, to do that. Yeah.
I love it, man. Open source, man. I love it, guys. I love your product, guys. Absolutely amazing.
Definitely. And it's always good whenever you hear open source, because it just really, it shows the spirit of the people behind the product that have that, innovative like spirit, right? Hey, let's make things better together. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
Kudos to you guys.
Before you guys go, I just want to pop this on the screen one more time, guys. If you guys are interested, check them out here. It's Kickstarter, or you can go to their website, Ryder One, and it's a little pre-order button right here that'll actually bring you right into the Kickstarter. It's Kickstarter right here. So yeah, so check them out if you're interested. Guys, we really appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for taking the time out. I know we had some issues in the beginning, but I appreciate it. And hopefully next time we get Marvin on as well. We appreciate you guys so much, and very thankful for the time.
No, thank you so much for having us. Super appreciate it.
And we got an open door for you guys, man. Anytime you guys have any information at all, hit us up. We'll get you right on.
Of course. Well, and the unboxing, Shizzy and Yagobi, the unboxing.
Yeah, the
I'd love
unboxing is
to.
going to be special. That's going to be a special moment for sure. But you guys take care, and we'll keep in touch.
Oh, real quick,
thank
where's the
you.
best place to find you guys? If I was interested in finding you guys, where's the best place?
Twitter. We're on Twitter. So my Twitter is Louise Ivan VP. You can follow me there, Julien.
You know what? I don't even know my Twitter handle.
He's working you got him working too hard. He doesn't remember his Twitter.
Okay. It's sorry. It's okay. I should make it simpler. JUL. So like Julien. JUL. My first 3 letters of my name, and my surname. So Nere. June Nérée.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I think I
all
need
that
to
stuff.
simplify it. No, I don't. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
too much on Twitter. I should actually. I should.
No worry, guys. I'll have everything in the show notes below, but I'll definitely add
Sure.
both you guys in there with the Ryder site itself. And yeah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Thanks.
it.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Absolutely amazing, dude. I'm so excited about this product. I'm so excited about these guys, man. It was really nice to see them face to face, and I think that is huge for products like this, especially with a Kickstarter, to actually come on and actually show their face and get a personality behind what we see of this commercial.
Yeah, the commercials. First of all, they did a magnificent job on that.
It is.
Did it not feel like an Apple level product commercial?
I was ready. That's a Super Bowl commercial, bro.
Yeah, it was awesome. So that's the first thing, and then the second thing I really liked. First of all, I think that both positions they're really good at, growth, and then the CPO. But Julien made a really smart decision by going straight with the manufacturer from the jump. Right, because like you can get very tied up into your creation and your prototype that you're just like, this is my prototype. This is like what we're building. It's amazing and all this stuff. But like when you realize, you could tell he has the experience from the Web 2 world, right? Like he's like, okay, look, like it might seem awesome and intelligent, and intricate, like internally, but like remember, like some manufacturing company has to make like thousands of these, right?
Yeah.
And so starting there eliminates delayed process of product to market delivery, right? So and plus you can find out you run through all your problems, right? Through that. So I'm excited. It reminds me of like an enlarged Apple Watch face, right? And so like being at that size is just super convenient. I think it's going to kill it. And as long as everything works and functions properly, I think they're going to do a very good job.
That just gave me a great idea as like a secondary market, making it a watch so you can put it on there. So when you're going to, like they said, Ordinal Revolution event, you can scan your Ordinal Revolution token.
Maybe,
tokenized.
But then you might be targeted as well.
That is true. That is true.
So yeah. But
they might just think it's an
yeah.
Apple Watch. But
yeah, great idea though. I mean, from the just thinking right off the top, but.
Yeah, man. So amazing show, amazing product. Obviously, guys, we want you to do your own research on this. Don't you want to take anyone's word for granted. But definitely look into it. Definitely take a look at what they're doing. If you have any questions, reach out to them. And you can reach out to us as well. We actually did a lot of research into this. So we appreciate you guys watching, listening. If you cannot watch, we're definitely on Apple. We're on Spotify, so check them out as well when you're driving or whatever. But we appreciate you guys.
Yep. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good weekend.
See you guys. Peace.